Tonight's matchup, it's the San Antonio Spurs versus Patrick Ewing and John Starks. Duncan wins the tip. Lays it up. Whoop, look what I found. With the crossover. Denied! Whap, whap. Dishes it off. It's getting hot in here. Puts up the pass. Alley-oop. With the pump fake, pass. Dunkus interruptus. Just flailing away with those elbows. Ewing incoming. Turned back. Whoop. Jammed it in. The pass is picked off. Puts the baby to bed. And he just got a mouthful of chicken knuckle sandwiches. Parker is building some momentum. Upstairs, Tim Duncan with the D. Dishes. And he rattles that one home for two. Ewing, look out. Too big, too strong, and too fast. Pump shot. He measures the three and fires. Can't hit the three. Ewing's heating up. Whoop. Oh no, don't do me like that. Just a minute left to go here in the first quarter. Loses the ball. To Ewing. Up he goes. It's showtime. Wheels and deals. Sweet Mama's mashed potatoes. Nice touch. Starks takes. Now that's making a statement. Duncan jams it in. Oh, ugly knockdown. And he knifes through the lane. I think someone missed an assignment. Leaping. Kaboom! To Parker. In the lane. That was too easy. Out of his range. And he lost the touch. And the first quarter has come to an end. Starks. Sends it back. Airmail special. Lobs it up. Takes two to make the thing go right. Way up. The only thing better than a dunk is a block dunk. Oh, man. Parker's knocked to the floor. Ouch. Ewing. Boom shakalaka. Plays it up. Get that out of here. Duncan has nowhere to go. Rejected. Throwing bows. Seconds left. Lays it up. Sweet touch. Duncan with 10 points. Passes it up. Tim Duncan with great defense. Passes off. Duncan with a huge block. Swipes it away. He'll take off. Duncan's got his groove back. Starks. Oh, big block. He's pushed back. Goes to the rim. He's on fire. Ewing. I think we have our new poster child for the laces flew by my face and dunked on me flew. Nice pass. Somebody should have picked him up. Takes his win. Takes off. And pop goes the weasel. And just a minute remains here in the first half. Ball knocked loose. Duncan, whoa, he's heating up. Here's Stark, got a piece. Tries the layup. Wilkins got the hot hand. Take it off. All that shake and bake, but no dinner. To the basket. And the layup is good. See ya. Ball knocked loose. Hold your breath. And boom goes the dynamite. Fades and blocks the shot. And that's the end of the second quarter. San Antonio up by 22. And the third quarter is underway. Ewing incoming, jams it home. Razzle dazzle. Late on the block, goaltending. Way up! Take out your baggy pants. It's hammer time. To Parker. Plays it up. Whap, whap. Starks fires for three. He has got the hot hand. And the ball is stolen. Can he do it? Big dog. Whoa. Denied. Look out unless you want some elbow pie. Dish. 5-meter slammer. To Parker. Spins him like a top. Duncan doesn't know what he wants to do with the ball. Fade away for two. Dude, not cool. You shot blocked me. He intercepts the pass. Like the song said, you gotta find somebody to shove. Duncan, whoa, that's what you call sticking it to the man. Pass. Here it comes. Tony Parker with the great timing. Watch it, swinging elbows. With the touch. Duncan's warming up. Third quarter almost up. 1 minute remains. Watch out. Dunks it. Starks. Whoa. Kaboom. No way. Starks to Ewing. Up he goes. He's hitting his groove. Making space. Parker from deep. Lucky bounce. Starks. Whoa. And the defender's trying to crawl away like a puppy got caught peeing on the rug. To the rim. That was too easy. Gets pushed back. Duncan for two. Jumper for three. She's a brick. Ow. Ouch. And that brings the third quarter to a close. The Spurs up by 22. Slams it home. Upstairs, Tim Duncan with the big block. Jams it in. Parker in the lane. Watch out. He's got the hot hand. Dishes it. Wheels and deals. Finger rolls it in. Way up. The match making a statement. Grabs the rebound with the fadeaway move. He bangs that one off the back of the rim. Got dunked. Patrick Ewing with 24 points. Passes it. Razzle dazzle. Can he finish? It's showtime. Throws it over. He's just toying with him. That's an easy two. Look out! And he dunks in traffic. Turns by his defender. Nice touch at the rim. Ewing. Hook shot for two. Right on him. Up for grabs. To Duncan. Swish. Coming through. Interception. Ewing. Slams it in. And we've got about a minute to go before the end of the fourth. Ewing, and he'll take off. Cracks the glass. Fade away from down. Blocks the shot. Want a little of this? Whoa, kaboom! Leaping. Kaboom! To Parker. Ooh, fancy pants move! And gets the layup to go! Look out! Turn back! To the basket! Oh, sweet touch! From deep outside! Shanks it! The Spurs win the game! Battle. Tonight's matchup, it's the San Antonio Spurs versus Dominique Wilkins and Spud Webb. The Spurs win the tip. Ginobili from three-point territory. Offensive board. Fades back. Oh, the pretty swish shot. Neat Duncan with great timing there. Swats it away. Lays it up. It's getting hot in here. Pushes him back. And he just served up the facial. Someone missed an assignment. This guy's too open. Oh, beautiful shot. Webb. Dunkus interruptus. Wilkins jams it in. Ginobili lays it up. Somebody should have picked him up. Dominique. Boom shakalaka. Trying to make a little elbow room for himself. Ginobili from inside. Soft rim. Spot fire. Sent that one back. Ginobili. Look out. He's heating up. Spud. Look out. Kaboom. Bayou. And it's pure! Whoa! Jams it in! Ginobili. Just a minute left to go here in the first quarter. Sends it over. Boom shakalaka! Lays it up. Whoop, look what I found. Here's Dominique. Rejected. Lays it up. He's getting into a rhythm now. With the fancy move. This guy may be the best swish hitter in the game. I believe your ankles need an x-ray, sir. Whoa, in the lane. action! This is for three. Misses from downtown. Time's up. First quarter now in the books. The Spurs up by 10. Oh, there's got to be some kind of abuse center shelter for his defender to sleep at tonight. The old chicken bone casserole. It does not taste good. Clearing out. Butterfingers. Kaboom! Up for grabs. Leaping. Slams it in. Ginobili. From the three-point. Get that stuff out of here. Here's Duncan. The old shaft or shoot pass. Spud. Take it off. Ginobili starting to heat up. Whoa. Boom shakalaka. To Ginobili. Oh, fancy move. To Duncan. Fake. Jump shot for two. Jams it in. Shake and bake. Boom shakalaka. Layup opportunity with the soft hands. Here's the hook. Mid-air pass. Boom shakalaka. Ouch! Wilkins incoming. How about a little fire, Scarecrow? Lays it up. We have 1 minute to play here in the second quarter. Coming through. He didn't have that. Late on the block. Goaltending. Duncan. He's starting to heat up. Here's Wilkins. Rejects the shot. Duncan. It's boom shakalaka time. Here's Webb. Bullseye. Passes it over. Breaks down his man. Sweet touch. Off the fadeaway. Manu Ginobili with great timing there. Swats it away. Duncan incoming. Boom shakalaka. Here's Neek. Misses from downtown. So that's the end of the second quarter. San Antonio up by 14. And we are underway here in the third quarter. Dish. Duncan's building some momentum. Takes off. Knock, knock. Who's there? Boom shakalaka's there, buddy. To Ginobili. Knocks it loose. Up high. He's found his touch. Lays it up. Finger rolls it in. And he'll take off. Blows it in for two. Knifing through the lane. Somebody's got to step up there. That was too easy. Whoa. The only thing better than a dunk is a blocked dunk. Oh, man. Takes off. Take a picture. Look out! Kaboom! In the lane. Sweet Mama's mashed potatoes. Nice touch. Dominique, watch out. Nice dunk in traffic. To Ginobili. Clear the way. Ginobili. Not this time. Oh, he just got a mouthful of mud pie. He's got the hot hand. This guy is literally all elbows. Coughs it up. Passes it. Kaboom! Duncan from inside. Off the target. Duncan for two. Ginobili from outside. And just 1 minute left on the clock here in the third. To Ginobili. Way outside. Meek with the big block. Pass. Watch out. Kaboom! To Ginobili. Look out. Boom shakalaka. Whoa, dominated! Driving the lane. He's heating up. Way up. And that's why he wears big boy pants, because there was a big boy dunk. Duncan firing for three. No soup for you. There's the buzzer, and that's the end of the third quarter. Blows past him. Confiscate the tape. Way up. Dunk interrupted. Duncan fired. Spud with great defense. Swipes out of his hands. Spud dishes it off. It's showtime. Nice pass. Spud. Denied. To Ginobili. Like the feet on the Yabba Dabba Dooblemobile. Slams it home. Sends it over. And he just served up the facial. Now you see him. Now you don't with that spin move. Too late on the block. Whoop. Oh my, you don't see that very often. Swipes it away. Look out. Excuse me. No way. Loses the ball. Dishes. Kaboom. The runner. Webb with great athleticism. Makes the pass. Wanna try again? Off the fade. Great defense. And slams it down. Ginobili. Make room. Duncan. And the shot is blocked. Webb. Good aggressive defense there. Just flailing away with those elbows. Wilkins has found his touch. Yes. Ginobili's knocked down. Plays it up. Gorgeous finger roll. Tim Duncan with 24 points. To Webb. Duncan with the great timing. Throwing elbows. To the basket. Late on the block. Goaltending. Dominique's on his wallet. Dishes it. And that one breaks the slump. San Antonio wins the game. The final score is 71-61. Legends battle. Tonight's matchup, it's the San Antonio Spurs versus Isaiah Thomas and Bill Laimbeer. Puts up the pass. He bangs that one off the back of the rim. Plays it up. Somebody should have picked him up. Loses the ball. Passes it over. Duncan, I'm the bus driver and I'm taking yours. Kaboom! Ball knocked loose. Duncan with great defense. Leaping. Duncan's found his touch. Excuse me. Pass up high. Peanut butter and jam time. With a patented move. Lays it up and in. Whoop. Apparently free facials being given out all day ringside. Ginobili. To Duncan. Nice touch at the rim. Swipes it away. Lays it up with the touch. To the open man. Now you see him. Now out. Kaboom! Lays it up on him like a postage stamp. Here's Thomas. Gets a lucky bounce. Dishes. Ginobili. Kaboom! To the rim. 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. Blocked! Tries the layup. Lays it up and in. Pass. Making space. Ginobili from downtown. No! Oh, fancy pants. Boom shakalaka. Knocks it away. No way. Lays it up. Finger rolls it in. Lays it up. Oh, with a gorgeous finger roll. Tim Duncan with 10 points. Fires away. Objection sustained. And the first quarter has come to an end. San Antonio up by 3. Knocks it loose. Good ball movement there. He's warming up. And he just shoved him. Passes it. Duncan fires away. It'll settle for a long 2. Ginobili gets the roll. Ball is knocked loose. Look out. Kaboom! In the lane. With the soft hands. Here's Duncan. Thomas with a piece. Duncan, watch out. Jams it home. Driving the lane. Sweet touch. Thomas and Laimbeer down by 8. Nice pass. In the lane. Gorgeous finger roll. Manu Ginobili with 13 points. Here's the oop. Uncool, dude. You shot blocked me. Sends it back. Airmail special. Knocks it loose. Whoop. Kaboom! Laimbeer, watch out. Out stuff coming through. Way up. Elevates and detonates. Ball is knocked loose. And he's really starting to heat up now. To Thomas. Rolls it in. One minute left in the second quarter. And gets the layup to go. Butterfingers. Up for grabs. To Thomas. Get that stuff out of here. Dishes it. Goes to the rim. Gets by his man for an easy 2. Lays it up. Duncan with great timing there. Swats it away. Soft at the rim. Rejects the shot. Sends it over. Fly swatted. Turn your head and cough. Lays it up. Tim Duncan with great athleticism. Whoa. He's heating up. Rejected! And as the buzzer sounds, we go to halftime. The Spurs up by 18. And the start of the third quarter has begun. Rejects the shot! Ball knocked loose. Slams it home. To Ginobili. Oh, dunks it hard! Lays it up. Stockton with the big block. Trying to make a little elbow room for himself. With the soft touch. Sweet touch. Up he goes. I love it. Whoa. Get that stuff out of here. Loses the ball. Duncan fires it up. To the open man. Passes it up. Yes. To Ginobili. Swipes it away. Finally gets one down. Leaping. Kaboom. Layup. Gorgeous finger roll. Passes. He's coming. Apparently, free facials being given out all day rimside. To the basket. Rejects the shot. Ginobili. He'll take off. Covered like a rug on your floor. Layup opportunity. Rejected. Oh, ugly knockdown. And he can't find the range. And the ball is knocked loose. Swiped out of his hands. Ginobili. Knifing through the lane. Objection sustained. Whoa. Swambulance, wambulance. You know what they say, the bigger the shove, the bigger the love. Lays it up and in. Lays it up. Now decides to pass mid-shot. He blocks it. Laimbeer turns back. So that's the end of the third quarter. To Ginobili. Watch it, swinging elbows. No good. Not in my house. The ball is knocked loose. Laimbeer, way up. Kaboom! Right by his man with the crossover. And he lays it in for two. Tim Duncan with 26 points. Leaping. And he dunks in traffic. Big shot. He's starting to heat up. Lays it up. Ginobili's unconscious as he hits his third straight shot. Whoa. Apparently, free facials being given out all day rimside. Ginobili. The dunk and the exclamation. Knocks it loose. Duncan. Kaboom! In the lane. And the layup is good. Laimbeer with 20 points. Making space. Ginobili for three. Misses it. Loses control of it. Boom shakalaka. In the lane. That was too easy. Finds a man open. Ginobili. Clock is wound down to 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Lays it up. Dude, not cool. You shot blocked me. Duncan takes on. This guy's a home wrecker. Lays it up. The goaltending seal has spoken. Whap, whap, whap. Asking for a little room. You know, uncool, dude. You shot blocked me. Takes off. Oh, no, you just didn't. Thomas. Ginobili with great timing there. Swats it away. Laimbeer. And that'll be a goaltending violation. Picked up the dribble. Doesn't have the distance. Slices it. The Spurs win the game. The final score is 69-45. Legends battle. Tonight's matchup, it's the San Antonio Spurs versus Malone and Stockton. Tip-off. Passes it up. Not in my house. Get that out of here. Passes off. Whoa. Boom. Excuse me. To Parker. Destroys it with the spin move. Swatted away. Boom shakalaka. To the open man. Dish. Through traffic and throws it down hard for two. And jams it in. Dishes it. Oh, sweet touch. Knocks it loose. Tries the layup. He's heating up. Layup. Duncan with a piece. Here's the U. Tony Parker with the D. Duncan incoming. Oh, the shame. The humiliation. And he lays it home. Finds a man open. To the rim. Somebody's got to step up there. That was too easy. Loses the ball. Want a little of this? Parker has found his touch. Lays it up. 1 minute remains in the first quarter. Good ball movement there. Swipes it away. Duncan. Shake and bake. Kaboom! Nothing but Butterfinger. Lays it up. That was too easy. Parker. Layup opportunity. Rolls it in. With the soft touch. Tim Duncan with the rejection. He just got his pocket picked. Look out. Blocked. Yes. And so ends the first quarter. San Antonio up by 6. Breaking ankles. Sent that one back. Excuse me. Butterfingers. Duncan. Gorgeous finger roll. Ball is knocked loose. To Parker. Gorgeous finger roll. Swipes it away. Stockton. Can he finish? Blocked it. Lays it up. Malone takes off. And there's got to be some kind of abuse center for the defender. To the basket. Puts the baby to bed. Takes off. Puts it up. Nice touch. Passes it. Knifing through the lane. Nice touch at the rim. The Spurs up by 10. Malone. Whoa. Kaboom! with the block. Oh, just a vicious crossover move. Still in possession. Here's Parker. Thanks, come again. Trying to make a little elbow room for himself. Up he goes. John Stockton with the big block. Strips it away. And just a minute remains here in the first half. Knocked out of his hands. In the lane. Duncan for Dose. With the touch. Duncan with great athleticism. Puts up the pass. There it is. Pass intercepted. Take that. To Duncan. Slam-a-lam-a ding-dong. And he knifes through the lane. Tim Duncan with the great leap. Lays it up. Duncan's warming up. Pass. An unprovoked shove. Loses control of it. There's the buzzer, and that's the end of the first half. San Antonio up by 12. Here we go to start the third. Makes the pass. Ooh. Driving a lane with the sweet finger roll. Parker with 18 points. Oop attempt. He still can't hit the rim. It's 4 in a row. Pass. Here's Duncan, the old shaft or shoot pass. Long two on the way. Parker, oh, big block. It looks like a three, smells like a three, but it doesn't act like a three. Blocks it. Finds a man open. With the soft hand, Tony Parker with a huge block. Lays it up. He's heating up. Knocks it away. Parker. He's on fire. Ball knocked loose. He got his pocket picked. Slams it in. In the lane. Rejected. The only thing better than a dunk is a block dunk. Oh, man. Sight. Lays it up. Duncan with great defense. To the basket. 1 minute remains in the third quarter. Parker. Duncan. And he just abused the defender. Malone. Whoa. Boom shakalaka. Parker. Here, why don't you take that? Swiped out of his hands. Soft at the rim. Blocks the shot. Somebody should put a straitjacket on this guy. Goes to the rim. Lays it up and in. To the rim. Tim Duncan with great timing there. Swats it away. Right on him. Look out. It's starting to get a little stuffy in here. Out of it. Duncan with the rejection. And that should do it. The third quarter is in the books. The Spurs up by 22. Can he finish? Interception. Interception. Parker got a piece. Whoop. In your face. Parker. And he can't hold on to the ball. Puts it up. He's heating up. I'm the bus driver and I'm taking you to school. And he slam dunks it. He didn't have that shot. Blocked. Incoming. Duncan's doing the bull dance. Takes off. I think we have our new poster child for the laces flew by my face and dunked on me flew. Crossover. The pass is picked off to Malone. Here's the hook. Yes! The ball is loose. Lays it up. Nice touch at the rim. Lays it up. Tim Duncan with the great timing. Tries the layup. Rejected. With the soft touch. Duncan with the big block. Stockton. Tim Duncan with the block. Pulls down the up. Rejects the shot. 1 minute remains in the fourth quarter. Knifing through the lane. Duncan with the great lead. Loses him. Too late on the block. Lays it up. Tim Duncan with the D. An unprovoked shot. He just got his pocket picked. To Malone. Sends it over. Great D. Whoa. Jams it in. Bad pass. With the touch. Shut the door. Clears out. With the long range. Great defense. San Antonio wins the game. Tonight's matchup. It's the San Antonio Spurs versus Hakeem the Dream and Kenny the Jet Smith. Right by his man with the crossover. Olajuwon with a huge block. Made you flinch. Here comes the boom. Pass. Smith firing it up. Alley-oop. Lays it up. Gorgeous finger roll. Strips it away. Pass up high. Parker starting to heat it up. Layup opportunity, and the shot is blocked. Layup. Parker's hit 3 in a row. Picks his pocket. Ball is knocked loose. Soft at the rim. Blocked it. Makes the pass. Rejected. Swipes it away. Parker. And it's pure. Ball knocked loose. Lays it up. With the sweet finger roll. Smith. Tim Duncan with the piece. From just inside the arc. Nobody got in front of him, so he just laid it in. Swiped out of his hands. Just a minute left to go here in the first quarter. Whoop, look what I found. To the basket. Somebody's got to step up there. That was too easy. Passes it over. Hard to defend the hook shot. Shot off the mark. Goaltending violation. Up for grabs. Dude, not cool. You shot blocked me. Smith takes off. Covered like a rug on your floor. And he knifes through the lane. That was too easy. Knocks it away. Here's Duncan. Whoa. Boom shakalaka. Parker fires. Hakeem Olajuwon with the rejection. And the first quarter has come to an end. Loses control of it. Lobs it up. Get that stuff out of here. Long two on the way. And jams it in. Dunk it and forget it. Lays it up. Passes off. Razzle dazzle. Dunks it. Tony Parker with 23 points. Strips it away. Tries to lay up. Kenny Smith with the great timing. Hooks it. Dishes it. Throws down the monster root. Slambulance, wambulance. Puts it up. Yes! Clears out. Smith. Fly swatted. Look out. Kaboom! Razzle dazzle. Lays it up. Rejects the shot. Upstairs. Olajuwon. Not in this house. Want a little of this? To Parker. With the soft touch. The goaltending seal has spoken. Whap, whap, whap. To the rim. Spoken with the D. And just a minute remains here in the first half. Olajuwon, get that stuff out of here! Dunk interrupted. Strips the ball. Smith. Thanks, but I gave it the office. Duncan. Incoming. Boom shakalaka! Nice pass. Good ball movement there. With authority. Lays it up. Blocks the shot. Clearing the way. Olajuwon. He'll take off, and he blocks the dunk! From a different time zone. There's the buzzer to sound the end of the second quarter. San Antonio up by 19. Here we go to start the third. Olajuwon, and he dunks in traffic! With the cross. Watch out! Ouch! Olajuwon, covered like the rug on your floor. Watch out! He's heating up! Here's Duncan. Pass out of the shot. Parker fire. Good aggressive defense there. In the lane. Gorgeous finger roll. Tim Duncan with 8 points. Whoa. Rejected. To Duncan. Whoa. Duncan's building some momentum. This guy is literally all elbows. This will be a long no shoot for you. Lays it up. Oh, sweet touch. Olajuwon goes up high and dunks it. Pushed onto the floor. To Parker. Soft at the rim. Olajuwon with great timing there. Swats it away. Smith. Long jumper for two. Oh, perfect shot. Lays it up. Gets by his man for an easy two. Takes off. Serves up the facial. Pass. Third quarter almost up. 1 minute remaining. Ball knocked loose. Lays it up. Rolls it in. Here's Smith. Rejected. I believe your ankles need an x-ray, sir. It's getting hot in here. Knocked out of his hand. Rejected. Throwing elbows. Whoop. And the defender's trying to crawl away like a puppy got caught peeing on the rug. Knifing through the lane. Gorgeous finger roll. And he knifes through the lane. That's an easy two. Kenny Smith with 10 points. Parker. Ball is knocked loose. Takes off. Lucas interrupted. And that's the end of the third quarter. The Spurs up by 21. To the basket. With the soft hands. Gets pushed back. With the pump fake, Olajuwon, and he just got treated like a rental car after happy hour. To Parker. Loses the dribble. And gets the layup to go. Driving the lane. Nobody got in front of him, so he just laid it in. To Parker. Watch it, swinging elbows. Can't get it to go. Getting very physical. Here it comes. He stuffs it like a Thanksgiving turkey. Lost his shoes. Lays it up and in. Knocks it loose. Whoop, look what I found. Tony Parker with 39 points. Smith. No hoop for you. Whoa, boom shakalaka. Good ball movement there. With the soft hand. Puts the baby to bed. Whoa, dominated. Whoa, slams it in. Take it off. When you get dunked on like that, you really ought to consider retirement. To Parker. Coming through. Knocks it loose. Duncan for two. Fires from long range. Misses from just inside the arc. Take that. Fly swatted that one. Parker. Ball knocked loose. Here's the U. Great defense. Watch out. Sends it back. Airmail special. Lays it up. That's a no-no. Puts up the pass. Rejected. Duncan. And he'll take off. Covered like a rug on your floor. San Antonio wins the game. Tonight's matchup, it's the San Antonio Spurs versus Tim Hardaway and Chris Mullin. And we're underway. Ginobili slams it home. Knifing through the lane. Tries the layup. Duncan with the D. Way up. Jams it in. To Mullin. Finger rolls it in. Loose ball. To the basket. Gorgeous finger roll. Here's Mullin. Take that. Plays it in. Picked off. Hardaway. Denied. Whoa. Kaboom. This guy is literally all elbows. It's so pretty. To Ginobili. Razzle dazzle. Kaboom! Ball is knocked loose. Can he do it? Ginobili's building some momentum. Oh, ugly knockdown. To the rim. Thank you, but not today. Duncan. Crossover. Boom shakalaka. Lays it up. Great defense. Watch out. Covered like the rug on your floor. Up for grabs. Driving the lane. Duncan starting to shoot lights out. Hardaway. Ginobili. Takes off. The only thing better than a dunk is a block dunk. Oh, man. Yes, he can. Lays it up. That was too easy. Passes. Look out unless you want some elbow pie. I said excuse me. Passes off. Get that out of here. Passes it. Duncan. Kaboom! Mullin, Ginobili with a huge block. And that brings the first quarter to a close. San Antonio up by 11. No good! Great effort for the offensive ball. Late on the block, goaltending. To Ginobili. With the spin. You just got served. In the lane, Tim Duncan with the great timing. Great defense. Duncan slams it home. Here's Mullin. Won't go. The ball is knocked loose. To Duncan. I'm the bus driver and I'm taking you to school. Duncan's found his touch. Lays it up with the soft hands. Ginobili. Oh, snap. Slams it in. Here's Hardaway. Objection sustained. Clears out. Watch out. Boom shakalaka. With the soft touch. Get that out of here. Nice offensive rebound there to keep it alive. Soft at the rim. Duncan with the piece. With the soft hand. Good aggressive defense there. Dishes. Kaboom! Good ball movement there. He blocks it. To the basket. 1 minute left in the first half. You think his shoelaces are tied together. Boom shakalaka! Mullin. Rejected. Duncan. Sensational dunk. Knifing through the lane. Thanks, come again. Throwing elbows. Nice pass. Goes to the rim. He's heating up. Knocks it loose. From inside the Mullin with great athleticism. Hardaway finds a man open. Bad pass. No! Buzzer goes, and that's the end of the first half. The Spurs up by 25. And we are underway here in the third quarter. Lays it up. Tim Duncan with the great leap. Layup. Rejected. Lays it up. Not in my house. Loses control of it. Puts it up. Rejects the shot. You don't take off? When you get dunked on like that, you really ought to consider retirement. Lays it up. Rejects the shot. Way up. Duncan's found his touch. And he knifes through the lane. Oh, he's waking up. Lays it up. Here's Mullin with great defense. Hardaway. Denied. Oh, ugly knockdown. Oh, spectacular move. Sends it over. And the shot is blocked. To Duncan. It's getting hot in here. To Hardaway. Duncan with great timing there, swats it away. With the touch. Hardaway with the rejection. Dishes it off. Tim Duncan with a huge block. Knocks it loose. To the rim. Third quarter almost up. 1 minute remains. To Ginobili. Destroys him. To Duncan. Misses it. To the open man. Ginobili takes it off with the facial. Ouch. Passes it over. And there's got to be some kind of abuse center for the defender. Tries the layup. Duncan with the block. Fades back. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Nice move. Here's Duncan. Here's the big finish. Driving the lane. Nobody got in front of him, so he just laid it in. And that should do it. The third quarter is in the books. Duncan takes off. Coming through. To the basket. Tim Duncan with the D. On the fade. Duncan with the big block. Swiped out of his hands. To Mullin. Take that. Pass. Nothing but butterfingers. All alone. Can't throw a pea in an ocean. In the lane. My, oh my. Puts up the pass. Mullin with a piece. And jams it in. To Mullin. Sent that one back. Look out. Wilkins building some momentum. Mullin. Blocked it. Duncan. Amazing! Mullin rejects the shot. And he loses the handle. To Duncan. Boom, shakalaka! Goes to the rim. Tim Duncan with the great timing. Pass. You know what they say, the bigger the shove, the bigger the love. With the sweet finger roll. Nice pass. Layup opportunity. Gorgeous finger roll. Knifing through the lane. And that one ends the cold streak. Delivers the facial. See ya! No good! Ginobili with the grab. Takes off. He's heating up. Mullin for the tray. Bada bing, bada boom. Lays it up. Chris Mullin with great athleticism. A wild shot. Did the basket move? The Spurs win the game. Tonight's matchup. It's the San Antonio Spurs versus Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Lays it up. Fantastic. Here it comes. Parker with great athleticism. Kaboom! Makes the pass. Shake and bake. Kaboom! Larry Legend dominated. He just got his pocket picked. Magic up high. Get that out of here. Magic serves up the facial. Pushes him back. Oh, great footwork. Gets by his man for an easy two. Layup opportunity. Tim Duncan with the big block. Three-point shootout. Tony Parker with great defense. Magic dunks it. To Parker. Driving the lane. Blocked. Loses the ball. Nothing but butterfingers. Kaboom! Hook shot. Stuffed like a Thanksgiving turkey. Duncan, all that shake and bake, but no dinner. In the lane. Larry Legends found his touch. With the soft hand, lays it up and in. Just a minute left to go here in the first quarter. Ball is knocked loose. Loses the handle. And he knifes through the lane. Sweet touch. Loses his grip to Duncan. Rejected! Getting physical. Duncan with the great timing. Whoop! Kaboom! Sends it over. Tim Duncan with a huge block. An unprovoked shove. And so ends the first quarter. And he just got a mouthful of chicken knuckle sandwiches. Make room. Parker from down. And the survey says, denied. Oh, ugly knockdown. Passes. Fly swatted. Passes it over. To the rim. Rejected. And now he's lost the ball. With the long two. Lays it up. Excuse me. Butterfingers. Lays it up. Rejected. Who wants it? Duncan. Parker. He's heating up. Magic. Whoa. And he dunks in traffic. Parker. Goes to the rim. That's an easy two. Swipes it away. Knocks it away. He got his pocket picked. Razzle dazzle. And jams it in. Parker picks up the dribble. Sweet touch. Layup. Oh, big block. And we've got a minute more to play before the end of the first half. Lays it up. Puts the baby to bed. To Magic. Hot stuff coming through. Parker. Duncan. Look out. Boom shakalaka. Larry Legend. Whoop. This guy is literally all elbows. Oh, gorgeous fadeaway. He has got the hot hand. Knocked out of his hands. Passes it. And it's hammer time. Out of his range. Nothing but nothing. And that's the end of the second quarter. And we are underway here in the third quarter. Duncan Parker is getting into a rhythm. He just got his pocket picked. Way up. Friends don't let friends drive and dunk. With the touch. Somebody should have picked him up. Parker. To the open man. In the lane. And that'll be a goaltending violation. Up he goes. Good aggressive defense there. Dishes it. Boom! Lays it up. Whoop, look what I found. To Duncan. Up it goes. Take that. Whoop. Boom! Duncan. Jump shot for two. Driving the lane. Larry Legend with great athleticism. Up high. Tony Parker with the block. Takes off. Fantastic. Dishes it off. Nice pass. Strips it away. Oh, he just got a mouthful of mud pie. With the soft hands, San Antonio up by 12. And just 1 minute left on the clock here in the third. Get that out of here! Pulls it in to keep it alive. That was too easy. Passes off. He just took his man to spinning magic with the rejection. Larry Legend. Get that out of here! Lays it up. Gets by his man for an easy two. Swipes it away to Larry Legend. Look out! Excuse me. Slams it in. Parker. No shoot for you. And that should do it. The third quarter is in the books. Parker. Knocks it loose. Clearing out. Dunkish interruptus. Keeps it alive. Slams it in for two. With the steal. The ball is knocked loose. Butterfingers. He's heating up. With the soft hand. And gets the layup to go. With the soft touch. Here's Larry Legend. Rejected. Watch it. Swinging elbows. Magic. And the shot is blocked. Making room. Parker. Larry Legend with the great leap. Bayou. Jams it in. Move it or lose it. Look out! Parker. Knifing to the lane. Block! Ball is knocked loose. And he lays it home. Drives the layup. Tim Duncan with the great timing. And he can't hold on to the ball. Duncan, watch out. Slams it in. Here it comes. I love it. Finds a man open. Gets pushed back. Knocks it away. And there's just another minute to play here in the fourth. Lays it up. Duncan with a piece. Razzle dazzle. Denied. Asking for a little room. To Magic. Fly swatted. Larry Legend. And class has begun. To Parker. Dishes. Picks his pocket. Up shot. Duncan. In the lane. Rejects the shot. Here's Larry Legend, and he misses the three. San Antonio wins the game. Tonight's matchup, it's the San Antonio Spurs versus the Stickman. And we're underway. He just took his man to spinning class, jams it in. And he rattles that one home for two. Pass. Duncan incoming, slams it in. The Stickman yellow. To the basket. Sent that one back. Knocks it loose. Want to try again? Duncan. Rejected. Somebody should put a straitjacket on this guy. Knocks it loose. Duncan. Whoa, he is heating up. Swipes it away. Clearing the way. Duncan. With the touch. Rejected. The ball is knocked loose. Here's Duncan. He blocks it. Lays it up. Get that out of here. Turn your head and cough. Lays it up. Gorgeous finger roll. San Antonio up by 6. Here's the oop. Yes. Lays it up. He's starting to warm up. Breaking ankles. In the lane. Great defense. Passes it over. Kaboom! Loses the handle. Here, why don't you take that? To Duncan. For 3. Fakes the shot. Nothing but net. Razzle dazzle. Get that out of here. Ginobili's shoved to the ground. Duncan. Talk about in your face. Ball is knocked loose. Excuse me. Knocked out of his hand. Stickman red. Boom shakalaka. Ginobili. Somebody forgot they were supposed to play the best. Kaboom! From just inside the arc. Can't find the range on that shot. There's the buzzer, and that's the end of the first quarter. The Spurs up by 17. Stickman yellow. Blocked. Clearing out. Taking off. And pop goes the weasel. Up for grabs. Ain't happening. Whoa, airmail special. Way up. Boom shakalaka. Ginobili. He's pushed back to Duncan. Picked up the dribble. And he blocks the dunk. Trying to make a little elbow room for himself. Slams it in. Passes it up. Blocked. Lays it up. Oh, sweet touch. Tim Duncan with 10 points. It was a gorgeous move. Ginobili. Leaping. No hoop for you. Fades, fires, and shoots. Off target. Stickman red. And he starts to find his throat. Ginobili. I believe your ankles need an x-ray. Rejects the shot. In the lane. Thanks, coming. Swatted away. To the rim. Well, if it isn't Johnny-come-lately with the shot. Dishes it. Swiped out of his hands. Stickman red. Out of nowhere. Good ball movement there. And he stuffs it in for 2. Swipes it away. Finds a man open. He's heating up. Driving the lane. Duncan with a piece. Oh, what a dunk! Stickman red. Up and over. Duncan. Fancy move. Apparently, 3 facials being given out all day rimside. Can he do it? Get that out of here! Ginobili. He will take off. Kaboom! Lays it up. No way! And so ends the second quarter. San Antonio up by 23. And the start of the third quarter has begun. Make room! Fake shot! Knifing through the lane. Rejects the shot! Goes to the rim. It's about time. Ginobili. He just got his pocket picked. Oh, big blow! Whoa. Apparently, 3 facials being given out all day rimside. Dishes. Passes it over. Stickman red. Whoa. Stickman red starting to warm up. Duncan leaping. Slams it in. Clearing the way. Here's Stickman yellow. Nothing but net for 3. Interception. Lays it up. Stickman yellows building some momentum. Shake and bake. With the soft hand. Gorgeous finger roll. Here's Stickman yellow. Whoa. Kaboom. Ball knocked loose. Dunk interrupted. Layup opportunity. Great D. Stickman red. Touchdown. How about a little fire, Scarecrow? The crossover freezes his defender and shoot right on him. Here's the Uke. 1 minute remains in the third quarter. Ginobili. Whoop. Kaboom! Tries the layup with the soft hands. Razzle dazzle. Duncan incoming. Boom shakalaka. Stickman yell. Get that out of here! Dish. Asking for a little room. To Duncan. To the basket. Stickman red with great defense. Watch out. And he rattles that through for 2. To Ginobili. Swipes it away. Pass. Lays it up and in. And that should do it. The third quarter is in the books. Duncan. Whoa. Fantastic. Loses the ball. With the soft touch. Tim Duncan with a huge block. With the head fake. Fires from Moore. Rejects the shot. Sends it over. Get that stuff out of here! This guy's a one-man wrecking crew. Blocked! Razzle dazzle! Duncan found his touch. Passes it. And the Rain Man has made it rain again. Good ball movement there. Plays it up. Want to try again? To Duncan. Boom shakalaka. In the lane. No shoot for you. Duncan fires for 2. He's getting into a rhythm now. Driving the lane. Rejected. Duncan incoming. Kaboom! Oop attempt. Dominated. Blue Bayou. Talk about in your face. Nice move. And he knifes through the lane. Gorgeous finger roll. Stickman red. Look at. Get that dunk out of here. Pass. Duncan. Whoa. Duncan's doing the bull dance. Lays it up. Duncan with a piece. Takes off. Boom shakalaka. Loses him. Lays it up. Blocked it. Coming through. Stickman red. Leaking. Stickman red's heating up. Knifing through the lane. I think someone missed an assignment. Strips it away. Stickman red. Kaboom! Up for grabs. Hit fake. San Antonio wins the game.